Some people aren't exhausted because they do too much. They're exhausted because their mind never stops running. They replay conversations hours later. They imagine worst-case scenarios before anything even happens. And at night, when everything is finally quiet, their brain gets louder. Overthinking doesn't look dangerous at first. It looks like intelligence, awareness, being careful. But slowly, it drains your peace, your sleep, and your ability to actually enjoy life. And the worst part is, most people don't even realize how much damage it's doing until they feel completely trapped inside their own mind. So in this video, we're going to explore the hidden psychological effects of overthinking and how to finally break free from the cycle. 1. Mental exhaustion. One of the most dangerous effects of overthinking is mental exhaustion, not physical exhaustion, mental exhaustion. Because your brain is constantly working in the background, replaying memories, predicting problems, analyzing things that probably don't even matter anymore. Psychologists call this rumination, a mental loop where the mind keeps returning to the same thoughts over and over again. And over time, your mind stops feeling peaceful. It starts feeling heavy. So how do you break that cycle? One of the most effective ways is surprisingly simple. Move your body. Go for a walk, stretch, breathe deeply, step outside. Because overthinking traps you inside your head. Physical movement pulls you back into the present moment. And sometimes your brain doesn't need more analysis. It just needs proof that the danger is over. 2. Decision paralysis. Overthinking doesn't just make you anxious. It slowly destroys your ability to make decisions. Because no matter what choice you make, your brain immediately starts asking, what if there's a better option? What if this goes wrong? What if I regret it later? So instead of moving forward, you stay stuck analyzing every possible outcome. Psychologists call this the illusion of certainty, the belief that if you think long enough, you can eliminate uncertainty completely. But life doesn't work that way. And the longer you wait for the perfect decision, the more opportunities quietly pass you by. So what helps? Stop trying to figure out your entire future. Instead, ask yourself one simple question. What's the next small step I can take right now? Because clarity rarely comes from overthinking. It usually comes from movement. Number 3. Anxiety and worst-case thinking. One of the darkest parts of overthinking is how easily the mind turns possibility into danger. A simple text becomes rejection. A small mistake becomes humiliation. One uncertain situation becomes a disaster in your head. And the strange part is, your body reacts as if those imagined scenarios are actually real. Your heart races, your muscles tense up, you feel stressed even though nothing is happening. Because the brain doesn't always know the difference between a real threat and a vividly imagined one. So, how do you interrupt the spiral? Bring your attention back to reality. Try the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique. Notice 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear. Because overthinking pulls you into an imagined future. Grounding pulls you back into the present. Number 4. Destroyed sleep. For most overthinkers, nighttime is the hardest part of the day. Because during the day, distractions keep the mind busy. But at night, when everything becomes quiet, there's nothing left to drown out the noise inside your head. So your brain starts replaying old memories, awkward conversations, mistakes, regrets, future problems that haven't even happened yet. And even though your body's exhausted, your mind refuses to shut down. That's why so many people who overthink constantly feel tired but never truly rested. So what can help? Create a mental cutoff time. Stop analyzing your life late at night. Write your thoughts down instead of carrying them into bed. Because your brain was never designed to solve your entire life at 2 a.m. Sometimes it just needs permission to rest. Number 5. Losing your ability to live. One of the saddest effects of overthinking is that eventually you stop truly living. Your mind becomes so focused on preparing for the future, avoiding mistakes, and controlling uncertainty that you forget how to enjoy the present moment. You analyze conversations while they're happening. You worry about problems before they exist. You spend so much time inside your head that life starts feeling distant. And slowly, you stop experiencing life directly. You only rehearse it. So, how do you escape that mindset? Stop treating every thought like a fact. A thought is just a mental event, not reality. And sometimes the healthiest thing you can do is stop analyzing life and finally start participating in it. Overthinking doesn't mean you're weak. In many cases, it's just a mind that learned to stay in survival mode for too long. But eventually, constant thinking stops protecting you and starts trapping you. Because not every thought is true, and not every problem can be solved by analyzing it forever. Sometimes, peace begins the moment you stop trying to control everything and finally let yourself live in the present. If this video resonated with you, you're not alone. And if you want more psychology videos about the mind, overthinking, and self-awareness, make sure to subscribe.